angry, Aussie. 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 Angry, Aussie. 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 Angry.
All right. Thursday night. And I'm checking out there's more new things. They StreamYard keep adding stuff, which is cool. Backgrounds. Wait, do these backgrounds? Well, I've got a hey, Madam Butterfly, how are you doing? I think it's belated happy birthday to you now. Looking, they had all these extra features. And Strictly Sega, hello. What's this do? Oh yeah, of course. There's a new feature. I'm supposed to. Oh, a teleprompter. I couldn't get the teleprompter to work. I'll have to play with that at some point. But there's a new thing they were saying. It's like automatically clipping things, and I think you're just supposed to say clip that, and it does something. I don't know if I have to set something up for that. Oh, fucking! I'm drinking tonight. Don't know about anyone. Who's this we you talk about? I have a clarified eggnog. Huh. It's done that little thing it did before. That's okay. I'm going to put that through a filter later. Let's go. All right, I'm doing it. This one smells really good. Just supermarket eggnog. The Bundaberg rum-inspired eggnog, which actually had a pretty good rum flavor. It's only a rum flavor. It's not really rum. Hello, Skylar. Clipping her face. Yes. No. Oh, no. See, yes, Skylar, that's a standard thing. Clipping is what other people do. But yes, StreamYard sent me this thing. Oh, we've got this new feature. And it's supposed to do an auto-generated clip. You just say to it, like, clip that. And but I'll experiment with it another time. So yeah. Speaking of, yes, okay. Look, bright green. Is that showing up? I got to choose colors. The hand therapist was going, we've got these colors. We've got black, silver, red, blue, and she put out this bright green. Mrs. Angry's favorite color is green. So nice, Madam Butterfly in Japan. Very similar time zone to us. Yes. So drinkies. Yeah, I was saying about drinking because I'm off the meds. I have not had any of the strong meds for more than 2 days now. And in the last 2 days I did have it. I only had one the whole day. But, oh, fucking hell. And that was just before bedtime. I wanted to be sure I slept. So I weaned myself off them pretty quickly. Like, I took a lot of them on Friday and Saturday and did it way down on Sunday, and then it was down one on Monday and one on Tuesday. Scully, you need a hand brace? Oh, Mrs. Angry got that from Mouse Use, and it's the same stuff, this plastic stuff that they heat it up and then mold it to your hand. She's got hand braces, sort of goes around a thumb and over a hand. So, yeah, you want to see a hand therapist and get a supporting brace. This is just to keep my finger in a particular position while it heals. And I got a pretty good review from the surgeon today. The skin's looking healthy because I'm not going to show anyone the aggressive. Well, it's all covered up now anyway, but they like cut a big flap and peeled it back. From the description he gave me ahead of time, it was not what I expected. I thought they cut it down like that and open it up, but they cut sort of around and peeled the whole thing back and did their surgeon stuff and stitched me up. And they're dissolvable stitches, so they're supposed to have sort of dissolved or fallen off in the next week. So, but it's all nicely covered up at the moment. Although I did send a gross-looking picture. Fuck, clumsy. To Abigail because she likes that stuff. Oh yeah, Skylar. Okay, so about a month ago, I slipped in the rain, and in the fall managed to dislocate this finger. So well, that's fucked up. So I went to urgent care. They did a buddy strap. They just bandaged these two fingers together and said, "Go see GP in a couple of weeks, see if it's healing." Went to see GP. I probably should have gone to the GP about a week earlier than I did. It was like 3 weeks by the time I got around to the GP. And he said, "That's fucked. They didn't do the right thing. I'm sending you to a specialist." So I went to this specialist hand surgeon at St. Vincent's Hospital. And he said, "Oh, yeah, that's fucked." He says, "We got to do some surgery and fix up the cartilage, tendon, whatever, bits on the inside, so or it's not going to heal." So that was literally a week ago today, last Thursday. Surgery under local anesthetic, but they were saying to me like, "This will make you feel really dreamy," and I was like, "Okay." And I wanted to know, like, at some point, am I going to trip out? And I was never conscious of tripping out. And I'm sitting there, and they got like, my hands behind the blue screen, and like this probably, and they're cutting away, and I can't feel a thing, and I never felt weird, and I thought I was conscious the whole time. At one point, someone asked, "Are you there? How are you doing?" And I went, "Yeah, I'm cool. It's great." And then they were like, "We're done," and I was like, that felt like about half an hour. And it was like an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I was like, cool. I was absolutely off with the pixies. I had not lost consciousness, but I was absolutely off with the pixies. Have I seen an episode of Lonely Island where Andy Samberg hurt his finger and has to go to rehab? No. That is not familiar to me. And I've watched quite a lot of Lonely Island. Yes, Sky, I'm supposed to be like 6 weeks to full function of the finger. That's the idea. But I was on holidays. I was on annual leave, and I had to have this surgery. And I was not in a good way on the Friday. I woke up 2 a.m. The local anesthetic had worn off. I was in like the worst pain I can remember being in. And I took the pain meds and they did nothing. And for 3 hours, I was just like, I got out of bed and I was sitting on the lounge and I was kind of like writhing around in pain. Fucking hurt so much. Then I took a second round of the strong pain meds and they kicked in and it was like, ah. And then it was like, it kept it right under, like there was not even a twinge when I was on this thing. So I was thinking, man, this shit is strong, because I was not happy. And once I got a sufficient dose of this stuff into my system, no pain at all. So it went from the worst, most intolerable pain I've ever had in my life that I can remember to no pain at all. And I did get a bit of brain fog on Friday and Saturday. Not a lot. Like I wasn't like tripping balls or anything, but a bit of brain fog. And that went away when I cut back on the dosage. Okay, you've given me the Lonely Island thing in fave videos. Thank you. When you first got broadband, they were trying to be a sketch comedy show. Stood on he's in a wheelchair. Throwing hookers off because now he can't perform because his finger's damaged. Safa, your hometown, current emergency fire. Yeah. Lots of places are going to be having severe fires today. Oh, God, he's doing like a Tom Cruise Born on the 4th of July thing. Yeah, I probably didn't watch a lot of the stuff when they were doing like sitcoms. I mainly watched their music videos. Skylar, have you ever been on anything like that? Hospital procedures, more of an effect. This would be the strongest pain med I've ever been on. I've taken, I've had codeine, various pain meds that have codeine in them. And, I didn't feel trippy or bad on those. This one, whatever the fuck it was called again, they were saying like this one doesn't give you constipation, whereas like codeine does. But yeah, this time the brain fog, I was like, oh yeah, I guess if you took a lot of this for an extended period, it would definitely affect your cognition, because it was just a little bit on the Friday and Safa, Mrs. Angry got me home. So Skylar, in terms of what I've had, I've been under general anesthetic, and you just feel fucked after you come out of general anesthetic, in my opinion. When I had my colonoscopy done a couple of years ago, I was under, they did the anesthesia called it twilight anesthesia. He said, like, this is not general anesthetic, but you will not know anything. And I was like, okay. And I definitely went out, like when he gave it to me. And then I woke up sitting in a bed, and it was only like an hour and a half later. And I was like, oh, and I didn't feel dopey at all. And then they fed me because you can't eat after local. After general, you'll just throw up. But yeah, this twilight stuff was wild because I was out. Like I said, when this definitely made me lose time. And I was definitely off with the pixies with the local that they used in this. Even though I thought I was conscious, like I said, it's only like, I thought it was like half an hour, and it was 3-4 times that. It's been Butterfly got to do my next colonoscopy for me. Okay, just FYI, they don't use a strap-on when they do the colonoscopy, okay? It's a bit more professional than that. And yes, I had to fast from 9 a.m. And check into the hospital at 2 p.m. And I was probably in the theatre by about 4. Like, it wasn't quick. It's a lot of waiting around. I was probably in the theatre by 4. But yeah, I had to fast, nothing to eat or drink, not even water, after 9 a.m. And yeah, you saw the scrolls I posted. I fucking spoiled myself. Sebi scrolls, they're legendary. That was someone's lockdown project to just make these over-the-top scrolls. And they were selling them to some cafes. But then they got so much hype that they opened their own outlet. Pain now. I haven't taken anything stronger than Panadol or paracetamol in the last 2-3 days. That's good, because I get like a dull ache. Like, I've got to do these little exercises. It's not meant to hurt, but there's kind of a dull ache afterwards. And yeah, just taking like some Nurofen or Panadol or whatever is like doing. No, the scrolls are not in the CBD. I mean, maybe they're still in some cafes. I don't know. But the actual official Sebi Scrolls outlet is on North Road. I don't know what suburb that is. That's Well, actually, let's look them up. We're on the internet. What's Sebi Scrolls address? Okay, it's Caulfield South. Okay. Well, they have a St Kilda one as well, do they? Oh, okay. So just halfway through this year, they opened up an outlet in St Kilda. Okay. Well, that's news to me. Closed. Oh, they're closing for like 2-3 weeks over Christmas, New Year's. Good for them. So, yeah, Ackland Street, St Kilda, and North Road, Caulfield South. There we go. Wednesday to Sunday. I mean, they're just like the best. They are like next level, that stuff. Scotty, your father had a pinched nerve in his arm 2 years ago, lost some feeling after surgery. Oh, they were telling me, like, the anaesthetist, took me all the things like, of course, with anything medical, there's potential for complications or things going wrong. And they said, like, 1 in 30,000 cases, you might get like permanent numbness. And might permanently lose the feeling in that finger or maybe multiple fingers. And they were doing a nerve blocker here. And they said, very small number of cases, you might get some permanent numbness there as well. But long odds, and I definitely no numbness. I got sensation in all my fingers. So yeah. I've got some simple exercises, like 4 different exercises. 2 of them are the whole hand, doing this and that. And the other 2 are just on the finger. I've got to hold part of it and move the top joint and then like hold it here and move the middle joint, the one that's actually been worked on. So it's like, I can move about this far. It's like, and the hand therapist said, don't feel bad that that's all you can do now. Going to take about 6 weeks to do it. Just do it. And, it'll get a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Yes, numbness is a lack of numbness is a good sign. Even the ring finger needs a little bit of therapy because it was strapped to the pinky and immobilized for a week, and it's a bit stiff. Hey Justin, how you doing? Madam Butterflies, you just gotta throw innuendo into everything, and I'm here for it. Safa, Singapore noodles and fish. That sounds mighty fine. I'm doing more of my microwave stuff. It was a chicken, mushroom, and cauliflower mash, and it's quite good. Yum. This is weird. So I think it's like some of the fats come out in the bottom. I gotta filter this again tomorrow, but that's easy to do. Might mix up a drink or 2. See if I was if I had a plan for video. Yes, Justin, just moving in, your place would definitely be a chaotic mess. I get that. All right. What are my cocktail ideas I've been looking at? I don't want to do any shaken ones. I mean, I can shake one-handed, but I can't like get the tins apart easily. So true what they say about Japanese penis. Well, all I'm going to say, in any Japanese porn I've watched, the guys seem to have little dicks. The naughty fingers. What, Madame Butterfly, is that like the shocker? Oh yeah, Skylar. I regularly do videos during the stream. I'm easing off because this. I'll probably do some tomorrow night, just shorts, and they'll be stirred cocktails, not shaken. Because yes, I discovered while I can shake one-handed, then I find it really hard to get the shaker tins apart. But what was I think? Okay, I was going to do a comparison. I found a recipe called a Daisy Buchanan, and then Daisy Buchanan number 2. Daisy Buchanan rye whiskey, dry vermouth, a bitter aperitivo, and yellow chartreuse. Daisy Buchanan number 2, rum, Fernet Branca, lime juice, creme de cacao. They're like absolutely unrelated. One's a sour and one's all booze. And that's why I wanted to try them. Traffic light, dry gin, green chartreuse, elderflower, lime juice. See, there's citrus. You got to shake it. Hey, Earth Wombat, how you doing? Justin, back to Canberra on your way to. Is it holiday in Queensland? Oh, Earth W, Earth Wombat, you're you didn't know if the text, did you think? Oh, Skyler was just asking if it's today. Probably not today. I'm just taking it easy, but probably tomorrow. The waterproof watch, dry vermouth amaro. That's a comparatively low alcohol one. Dry vermouth amaro and aperitivo, like no actual spirits. Camarón, tequila, mezcal, lemon juice. So that's just a variation on a margarita. Which, be interesting. Yeah. Sky, I definitely need to take it a bit easy. Earth Wombat, YouTube demanded you create a handle to chat. Oh, yeah, they did that to everyone. Yeah. Yeah, no. They were doing weird shit to everyone at one point with the screen names. A Cuban Master. That sounds a little kinky. White rum and brandy. That's an interesting combo. Orange juice, pineapple juice, lemon juice. I might make that tomorrow. Because I peel the oranges and I need to use the orange juice. I might juice the other orange and make that tomorrow because it kind of sounds interesting. I like the idea of white rum and brandy. So what you're saying, Skylar, the handle thing. Yeah. And they changed how people's handles appear. It's very weird. A Sweet Louise. This has a passion fruit in it. Raspberry vodka. As fucking if. I use one of my fruit gins. Amaretto black. Oh, I actually got a black raspberry liqueur from a local distiller, and I haven't really used it. Lime juice and grenadine. And I just go through. I've got all these lists. Oh no, Justin. Your washing machine's not comfortably fitting into the space in the place you moved in. It's like fridges as well. Sometimes you move into a place and the space for the fridge isn't big enough. So this is a Cervivo, Amontillado Sherry, Apple Aperitivo. I'm going to use my apple for that. Oh, that's another one. Comparatively low alcohol. And it also sounds good. Sherry, apple, orange, sweet vermouth. These are all potentials. Therefore, Matt, talking about washing, you need to bring laundry in. It's good drying weather. I know, yes. You got to be. I'm just trying to be very special with my lives, with what you got to do. It's just been very weird recently. Bletano. I save so many cocktail recipe ideas. Thing. Rum, banana liqueur, lime juice, topped with soda. Nice summer drink, that one. A French berry. Apple brandy, lemon juice. Oh, I specifically made this spiced berry syrup because I found these recipes and the special spiced berry, rum, Geneva, lime juice, and spiced berry syrup. Well, I've got to make them at some point because I made the special spiced berry syrup. Oh God, Justin, trying to get your washing machine and move some door hinges. Oh, that's fraught though. I mean, I absolutely understand where you're coming from, needing to do that. All right, we're all still folding washing, being responsible household people. That's good to hear. Washed our sheets. Actually, just changed from flannelette sheets to cotton sheets this week in anticipation of these 3 days above 35 Celsius because it'd been cooler than average all through spring. So we tend to have, like flannelette sheets in the cooler months and cotton sheets in the warmer months. And normally we would have swapped out of the flannelette at least a month or two ago, but it's been cooler than average. So we've only just done it in light of stinky hot days. Oh, fuck me. Okay, so Mrs. Angry's car Mrs. Angry's car doesn't have air conditioning. It's an older car. The air conditioning broke. She never bothered because like the cost to replace the air conditioning is more than the value of the car. It's like a little Hyundai. And my car, she's never really practiced driving in, so she's not comfortable driving in it. So it's like she dropped me off at the train station when I went out to the surgeon today. But I made my own way back. God, it was fucked up. Yes, it is a personal question, strictly speaking. So, how often do I wash my sheets? After sex, every time. So, twice a day. I get the frustration coming through there, Justin. 1 fucking centimeter. That would drive me up the goddamn wall, honestly. So if your car's got good aircon, my car's got good aircon. Mrs. Angry's laser just packed it in a couple of years ago. Oh, well, see, Madam Butterfly, I'm talking about 2 different sessions, okay? A lot can happen in a session. And, oh, dear. Ooh, it's not like my younger days where you try and break your record. Just the things you do when you're young and full of vim and vigor, as the saying goes. Yes, tricky saying you 2 12-hour sessions. Our carport, we have a carport, not a garage, is big enough for 2 cars. Oh God, Justin, yeah. I mean, it probably looked fine if you measure your fridge, measure the spot. That looks like it'll fit, and you get there, and it's like about 1 centimeter. Look at me saying 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. Oh God, that would drive me up the wall. Tricky saying learn from Jane Silent Bob. Half whole, half whole. Hmm. What was the garage in this house got converted to like a shed sometime in the past, but we have a double carport. Yes, have to be the 1 centimeter is providing us. Well, no, it's 1 centimeter, not enough space. As Tricky saying, I love you doing the Jay and Silent Bob wisdom. And there's, yes, Earth W, nice. Mobility scooter has open air conditioning. And you just got to get a bit of speed up as well. Feel the wind through your hair. So Skylar, unrelated. I love unrelated, Skylar. Not to bring up stupid political shit happening this week. Oh God, I saw a little. Okay, I saw a little bit of Trump's speech. I don't even know what the gist of it is. I was just watching, going like, this guy's brain is fucking pudding. Like he's doing a speech, so I assume there's a teleprompter there, and he's just not making sense. He's not finishing sentences. Like even by Trump standards, it's like none of this makes any sense. I mean, yeah, he always says stupid, meaningless shit, and just lies. Just says stuff that's not true. Everyone thought he was going to announce invading Venezuela. Did he say that? Give me the gist, Skylar. Who would have thought Jay and Silent Bob to thank for lasting more than 5 minutes? I love that they taught you a technique. Nice. Earth Wombat drive the scooter up to 12 kilometers. I made a video about this one guy when I was like in Balaclava, East St Kilda. And he had his electric wheelchair. I think he was paraplegic. And so it wasn't a mobility scooter. It was a full-on electric wheelchair. And he would just fucking go. And he'd be out in traffic as well. And he was just like zipping along and honestly driving very dangerously. And I always go, he's just got and I admired it. He's got this like fuck the world attitude. Like, what am I going to do? Get more fucking paralyzed? Oh, yes. I did see the pictures of him doing this stupid shit of putting pictures of past presidents up and then putting plaques under people he doesn't like. And it's like pissy little schoolyard. It's like tweets put on these plaques. It was ridiculous. It's so childish. Yes, Skylar, I got the thing. He was basically saying he was praising himself, saying these are my achievements. And yeah, when he wasn't outright lying, he just didn't say anything. Madam Butterfly, pudding, but his brain's just shit. Scholar, you're a Venezuelan American. Okay. I bet it pisses you off. Like, it's psychotic, the shit he's saying. Earth Wombat, scooters used to travel at 20 kilometers till they were speed limited due to oldies crashing. Yeah, well, I swear to God, this one guy I used to see around fucking Balaclava, he would just going right off like he didn't give a fuck about anyone. And I was like, I'm with this guy. Like, you know, out of my way, you working leg having motherfuckers. I think that was the phrase I used. Oh yeah, Justin. He says again. He makes up numbers though. Like he said, he reduced drug prices by 500%. He doesn't know how numbers work. He is not smart. Oh yeah, and that ridiculous thing. Like he has been committing murder, just bombing boats and saying that was a drug boat, and like so, it is against international law to just blow people up on an assertion. It's unhinged what they're doing. So, Skylar, your mum's came from Venezuela. Your dad's white as hell. The rest is history. Nice. Yeah. Oh, and that's why, Trump calling fentanyl weapon of mass destruction. It's just absolutely unhinged. Yeah. Skylar Trump sitting around, posting videos, wishing people he didn't like when it's so fucking weird. And it's just embarrassing. To me, it's simply embarrassing. Oh, you posted that. I need to see what he said about himself. Donald Trump became the first person American to became president without previously holding political office. That may well be true. Or serving as an officer in the military. That may well be true. Did you feel that Hillary Clinton? Yes. That's mildly factual. President Trump signed the largest tax. Oh, yeah, okay. This is not particularly legible. Okay, the second one is... It's just... It does my head in how childish Trump is. No, Skylar, bring up the politics. Go for it. Yeah, no, because I'll fucking go for it. Justin, you are correct. International law is ignored by almost anyone. Oh, I love that, Earth Wombat. YouTube wants you to turn your ad block off, but you don't actually have one. Oh, God, that was funny. Okay, if anyone missed it, you've got to look up. Variety magazine had an extended stay in the White House. It was specifically with Trump's chief of staff, who a lot of people regard as the only competent person in the Trump regime. And she just gave a series of interviews where she was quite open and forthright. And yeah, was it Trump's got the personality of an alcoholic? Jan Stans Vance is a conspiracy theorist, and but the photos they used for the magazine spread, they did a whole photo shoot with all the people, and Jesus, they're making statements with the photos they used, honestly. Skylar, you say one thing, can't pretend the shit happening isn't just to distract us from... Oh, yeah. Well, that's what everyone's going oh, my God. Supposedly, all of the Epstein files would be released on Friday. Bullshit. They won't be. I love that, Strictly Sega. Phil DeFranco called it Dolores Umbridge. Was Mike Pence an American hero? If you're an evangelical Christian, yes. So, Skylar, you're excited. I would be surprised. Well, they've already said, and this is so arbitrary, they'd redact names if they think it was a security risk. But several Democrats have said they will read any redacted bits out in Congress. And which is apparently, they can't be prosecuted for that. We have a similar thing in Australia. We call it parliamentary privilege. Politicians in Parliament can say stuff that would get them in trouble outside of Parliament, and people can't do legal actions. Justin, for all my problems with Albanese, I tend to agree with you. And Labor in general seem to be one of the better governments in the world at the moment. Oh God, even British Labor, Keir Starmer's such a piece of shit. God, that guy sucks. Oh yeah, Skylight. I don't know how legit that is. I did read it at one point that some Democrats had pledged they'd read any redacted bits in Congress. Yeah, try to stitch together the shit they redact. Safa, I have no idea. Actually, I feel quite confident in saying not every country would have an equivalent of parliamentary privilege, because a lot of countries do not allow for a lot of free expression of controversial thoughts. So I'm saying that with no evidence whatsoever, but I do feel quite confident that not every country has something the equivalent of parliamentary privilege. Would get me banned from the UK. I don't think the UK really gives a shit that, I say Keir Starmer fucking sucks. I genuinely would not attempt to visit the US at the moment because of the ridiculous shit they do. Oh yeah, and Strick say I completely agree. Josh Frydenberg cynically exploiting the Bondi shooting to just say gross, disgusting, offensive, bigoted shit. Justin, there's a lot of people who think Farage has a shot at being PM, which is nightmare material. Oh yeah, are you on the Discord, Skylar? I can post the link if you don't know about the Discord. Safa Frydenberg said he was going to run for office again. He's fucking garbage. I'll put the link for the Discord, Skylar, just in case you're not already on it. And where would you put it? I don't know. General Neurospicy. Wait. Copy. Okay. Oh, you're on the Discord. Oh, yeah. You are on the Discord. Just put it in General Neurospicy. Yeah. But you're at the Bondi Beach Pavilion while Josh was talking. You knew, but I had to walk away. Oh, yeah, no. He's a fucking piece of shit. Just in Japan has a Thatcher. Japan's has had a succession of pretty conservative prime ministers. Madam Butterfly going to stay in Japan do porn? I think it'd be pretty popular, quite honestly. Okay, so, oh yeah, okay, great. You've got a page on parliamentary privilege. Does it list, what is the summary? Australia, Canada, India, Ireland, New Zealand, Singapore, South Africa, UK, United States. Speech or debate clause of the Constitution provides a similar privilege. State constitutions provide similar clauses for their state legislatures. Yeah, I feel quite confident in saying it is not universal. Japan, I think, is a classic example of the unintended consequences of things. Like, when they banned pubic hair, and they banned penis in vagina video and porn. So that's what hentai invented, tentacle porn, because it's like, well, technically this is not a penis in a vagina, it's an alien tentacle monster. And it's just like, yeah, okay, sure. Just in one nation's rising as the liberals collapse, but it's like, every country has those things. Hey Hannah, how are you? So you reckon Japan has those weird laws because of American Puritans after World War II? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Because you do get a lot of very old Japanese artwork that's very porny. Oh yes, Hannah, you came in on tentacle porn. There you go. No, we're just talking about Japan. I was talking about unintended consequences, and you know, it is, as they say, a whole thing. And you're right, Justin. Barnaby Joyce is an incredibly spiteful person. And yes, we're talking about censorship around the world. Okay, you know what? I think I might try, because I do want to mix myself up a drink. The Daisy Buchanan. Okay. I don't have my dry vermouth here. You know what? I'm going to use some of Mrs. Angry's wine. Ooh. I haven't put something in one of the barrels. I hope it doesn't try to. Yes. Exactly, Hannah. How can you have a conversation about Japan without bringing up tentacle porn? And it's also, that's very old school. There are these really old pieces of Japanese art that has octopuses and women. Something in the water over there. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's frickin' do this. Okay, rye whiskey. Bye, Miss American rye. Use good old gospel straight rye whiskey, 90 proof. This is the good shit, Melbourne rye whiskey. Okay. Rye whiskey. Shabupi. Now, do I still have it in the barrel? Port sherry. Yeah, the lemon verbena. Wait, how much do I do with this? 3/4 of an ounce. Okay. That's about right. Put the bung back in. I'm just going to do another old-fashioned. Batched old-fashioned. Okay. Bitter aperitivo and yellow chartreuse. You know what? Fuck it. I will use up words my yellow chartreuse disappearing into the forbidden cupboard of mystery. You know what? I'm going to open this one. Got a new aperitivo. Dolan Bitter. Okay. Bitter aperitivo. Very red. 250 mils. How bitter is this? No, that's my level of bitter. That's fine. And yellow chartreuse. Oh my god, I gotta cleave the thread on this. There's so much sugar in chartreuse. It gets in the thread. It's hard to get the lid off. Alright, yellow chartreuse. Let's give this a go. See what this is like. Ugh. Scully got distracted looking for parliamentary privilege. So back in talking about tentacle porn. Yeah, there you go. Oh. There's one about Barnaby near a tentacle at his local watering hole. Barnaby gets a few into him. He'd be up for anything. And you're a fan? I've seen pictures of the Japanese Dick Festival, yes. And you've eaten cookies for 3 meals today. I'm a fan. Yeah, oh, because you made all those gingerbread cookies, yes. That makes perfect sense. Madam Butterfly, if I could, Uber you a drink, I'd do it. All right, let's see. I feel like this is going to be a good drink. Let's try it though. It's pretty good. Nice and boozy. I nice Annie had a friend who took a teaching job in Japan just to go to the Dick Festival. I heard someone sent me a postcard. I forget where they were, somewhere in the South Pacific. And it was this big rock. And I was like, that rock looks like a dick. Why did they say? And then I looked at the description on the back. It was a phallic totem rock. It was actually had been carved by the local people to look like a big dick. It was a fertility totem. I was like, oh, I thought it was just me. They sent me this thing. I go, wow, that rock looks like a dick. And it actually was a phallic rock. Safi, you reckon that's Easter Island? I thought they just had the big totems there. Barnaby. Sorry, just to say, Barnaby, I think he's popular with some people in regional areas and not so much with others. Ooh, what does that taste like? It's a little bit smoky. It's Not surprisingly, the rye is the dominant one there. That's just reminding me of barbecue. That's really nice. And at Christian school, your friends went to a local artist to donate a sculpture at school, displayed right at the center of school. It's known as Cock Rock because it looks so dicky. Nice. And Safa, no, I don't think any of us will vote for Barnaby in the Senate. Wasn't he? Is he going for the Senate or is he going for local member again? And after about 5 years of Cock Rock being erected at Centre School, it was replaced. Okay, you know what you're making me think of? This is a classic sculpture. I'm going to look up who it was because there was two of them. Okay, found it. I'm going to share this with you because this is hilarious to me. So I think my favorite thing to happen in our history is when a guy made a Lucifer statue that was too hot for church. So they commissioned his brother who made an even hotter one. Oh dear. So slightly more detail. In 1837, sculptor Joseph Giefs was hired to build a sculpture themed the triumph of religion over the genius of evil. His statue of Satan was deemed too attractive and was removed for distracting churchgoers. His brother Guillaume made a replacement, which is still on display, and most people think the replacement's even hornier than the original. Hey, Heine, how you doing? Yes, when they say hotter than hell, they're talking about this Satan sculpture. Skylar and your and Hannah's messages about the cock stuff's getting censored, but it's on the stream. That's interesting. YouTube is so funny with what it censors. What just popped up on Discord? Ah, yes. Yeah, well, the inspiration for those pictures, as Skylar put on the Discord, was Lucifer Morningstar, first and brightest of the angels, the most beautiful, most pure, most wonderful of the angels, just had a problem with management. And butterfly hitting the clubs, not coming back to your sloppy trunk with a Japanese tattoo on your ass. Nice. Yeah, Hannah, I don't know why YouTube is stopping Cock Talk. I think you can select top chat or all chat, but I'm not sure. But it's coming up here, and StreamYard's letting me put it on screen. So, yeah, I'm a fan of the Daisy Buchanan. Actually, it's not going on my all-time favorites list. Solid fucking boozy drink though. Oh yeah, no, Justin, would Jacinta join One Nation? I mean, it's the weirdest thing when people who are from a group that arch conservatives hate promote arch conservatives. Like, I think Jacinta Price has real fucking problems, but I think she'd love to join One Nation. But again, the overwhelming majority of One Nation supporters inside hate her for being Indigenous, and then but then would say, "See, we're not racist. We've got an Indigenous person," but they hate it. It's the same as the Nazis had prominent gays in their ranks. See, we're not hateful. He's gay. Of course, as soon as they outlived their usefulness, they got murdered. Oh, there you go, Skylar. You changed it. Now all you see is cock talk. And isn't it a wonderful world we live in? Oh dear. So I think I want to mix up another bulk old-fashioned and put it in a barrel for a while. The Wonderful World of Cocks. Okay, interestingly, the first pay TV in Australia was a service called Foxtel. Its name suggested was owned by Fox, the Rupert Murdoch company. And for years, they had these shows on late at night. There was, and Australia, even on sort of pay TV, has rules about nudity and whatnot. And what were the shows? There was one was called Naked News, where there were these women presenters, and they were doing real news and weather and progressively taking off clothes as they did it. And it was like full frontal nudity. And they also had one that had a name that was like The Wonderful World of Sex or something. And then someone complained about it, and the broadcasting authority looked at it and went, "Yeah, that is so far outside our guidelines." And Foxtel are going, "Yeah, whoops, we didn't realize." The people who actually put it on go, "Oh, we didn't realize." What do you mean the Wonderful World of Sex and Naked News were a bit raunchy? And Scott, I'm glad you appreciate that. I'm just going to lean in. If you say Wonderful World of Cocks, I'm just going to lean into it. Ostrika say, are you looking that up? Was on in 1999, went to 2001. Yeah, but I still remember when they got found out, and the broadcasting authority were like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And Foxtel were going, "We didn't realize Naked News and Wonderful World of Sex had nudity and sex in them? Really?" God, okay. This has also reminded me, there's an Ozploitation documentary. Actually, I think there were a few nudie documentaries in the 70s. Australian cinema was like that. And these were made for select cinemas. But there was one called Australia After Dark, which I have seen and is a hoot, because they go into all these swingers clubs and whatnot. A lot of nakedness and sex stuff going on. And when I watched it, because it's from the 70s, and I'm just going, that's someone's grandma, that's someone's granddad. And I'm going, awesome. And it would just be so funny to me if someone saw that and literally recognized it and went, Oh my God, that's granddad. Earth Wombat, that naked counselor, student counselor would strip while counseling her online client. Okay. So you've got Australia After Dark on Plex. It's fucking great. It's so funny. And yes, Safa, SBS on, you're right, on Saturday nights used to do really raunchy stuff in the name of art. Oh, nice. You found the actual link. Foxtel 2 Hot for you found it. How old is this article? 2009. Cat House on Showtime. Wonderful World of Sex on the Comedy Channel. Naked Wild on Entertainment. For Wonderful World of Sex, I love it when they get really clinical with the descriptions. The National Classification Board indicated a woman at a sex show rubs her hands over the genitals of another woman, simulating clitoral stimulation. Nudity was considered high impact. On the Comedy Channel website, they said it's MA rated and cheaper than the adult channel. Brilliant. Oh my God. That's fucking hilarious. That's what I remember, them getting in trouble for it and going, oh, really? Okay. Sorry. Oh, yeah, you're right, Strictly Sega. Just late night movies on SBS were wild. Erotic nights on SBS. I love you just throwing that in text, Madam Butler. I'm naked now. I'm naked from the waist down, as far as you know. No, you actually saw me get up. I'm wearing pajama shorts because it's too damn hot for anything else. So for still 31 where you are, I think it cooled down a lot here. I could be wrong. Let me see. What's the Bureau saying? 27. Damn. Not as cooled as I thought. Well, we might be leaving the aircon over tonight. 33 tomorrow. And then the temperature is dropping quite a bit to the low to mid 20s, which honestly is my favorite weather. And pissing down rain on Sunday. Fuck that. Okay. There we go. Heidi, speaking of trouble, scored a box set of Game of Thrones. Season 3. Yeah, they lots of titties and sexual references in Game of Thrones. Yes, you're right, Skylar. The recent South Park did make the White House mad. I watched a couple of episodes just because everyone was talking about them, basically. Bit of a hoot. And I love the desperation of that White House quote you put there. It sure hasn't been relevant 20 years. It's just like it is like the top rating show for the network that owns it, and they make the most money from it. It's just like it's such a sad, desperate move to get not relevant. No one watches. It's like, dude, it's making them so much money right now. And you're just mad because they were like, we don't give a fuck about you. And also, we think you're all weirdos. Ah, dear. It's a funny old world. I think I've got one of my batch cocktails still in here. Probably down to the last share of it. Got to decide. What do we got? Okay, that's my Infinity whiskey. Oh, there it is. Little bit of brandy old fashioned. Got the peated whiskey I made. My Infinity rum, which is quite nice. What's in that one? My rye whiskey that I aged. Jesus, I've got a lot to do this. It's ridiculous. Ugh. Man, I'm lucky you're not doing a live stream. It would be nice. Well, you know what? I'd probably get banned from all the platforms for your raunchiness. This guy, like Matt and Trey, got like dollar contract with Paramount to keep the license. Fucking big. I know. It was just so funny and petulant thinking, this is not relevant. It's like, dude, they're making so much money. Actually, speaking about Matt and Trey, a doco that I think is worth watching. If you remember from one of the early seasons, the kids are going to Casa Bonita, which is a real place. And it closed down during COVID. And Matt and Trey get this idea they're going to buy it and revamp it. And oof, it's a fucking journey. Possibly almost a textbook examples of potentially biting off more than you can chew, although they follow through with it. I won't do any spoilers. I just think it's really worth watching because they've got a lot of money and they just went, we're going to spend some of our money bringing Casa Bonita back to life. You're on the East Coast, Skylar. Love to go something. Apparently, it's just doing huge business. Actually, we're on the internet. Go. Is there something that tells me wait list for Casa Bonita? Waiting list for hip replacement. No, Casa Bonita. What comes up if I search on that? Reservations at Casa Bonita. Oh, no more wait lists. Colorado's famous Casa Bonita. Saying some people were waiting for a year. So there's a reservation system. Okay. So I'm just going to go the actual Casa Bonita website. Frequently asked questions. Reservations. You don't have to prepay, but have a credit card. If you cancel, you'll be charged. What's included? Get an entree, chips, salsa, soft drink, sopalitas. Alcohol and other menu items are separate. Can accommodate parties of up to 10. Okay, so if I just tried to do a reservation at Casa Bonita, premium seating, $45. Standard seating is $40, $30 for lunch. Well, I have to say, I would go for premium seating. Reservations are available through May 3rd. Reserve now. I'm clearly not going. Check back regularly. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, they're only saying... So... Well, let's say I was going to be there Friday night, 16th January. Okay, so 7:30. Oh, wait, no. Oh, it's all standard, all the premium. Okay, yeah, premium stuff gets booked out. Man, it's all standard. So yeah, okay, everyone agrees with me that you should go for premium. Damn, I wonder how far out you have to go for premium. Oh well. That's enough of that. Oh, I also agree with you, Skylar, that South Park 6 Days to Air doc is interesting as well. But I really found the Casa Bonita one interesting because it's a fucking hell of a journey. It's not straightforward at all. And what's hilarious when they find out all the things they have to fix, it was like, okay, clearly up to the point Casa Bonita shut down, it was a major health risk, a major safety risk. If they'd had any sort of serious inspection, they definitely would have been shut down. It's like dangerous for the patrons, dangerous for the staff. And the place was basically fucking falling apart. Like you just look at it and go, it's astonishing that this place was operating when it was a fucking disaster. It was just wow. Ooh, I like that. And my barrel-aged brandy old-fashioned. Just saying, someone might have had a package sent to them this week, which, if I trust Australia Post, will arrive before Christmas with tasty beverage samples, including some of this barrel-aged brandy old-fashioned. And I've still got this, speaking of things and Christmas, I've still got this that I'm being responsible. I'm not supposed to open that before Christmas. So, Sky, you're into South Park talk? That's fine. I mean, The Simpsons paved the way, honestly, but it's astonishing to me that South Park has run as long as it has and is really successful for everyone involved. Skylar, the brandies are not particularly old. What I did, I actually used a blend of brandies because I have a few brandies over there. Added sugar syrup and a mix of bitters to make brandy old fashioned. Then I aged it in my barrel for, I don't remember how long, a couple of weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, which really changes the flavors. So, yeah. So, if you're saying tradies can go over, it gets hotter than 38. Maybe. I don't know if they still get paid. Oh, actually, so a fun question. Did Dubbo get bats? Yes. In fact, I remember we used to do Christmas Eve at my uncle and aunt's place. So, it was my dad's sister and her husband, and they had 3 kids who were sort of roughly my age. Anyway, we'd go there for Christmas Eve, and there was this big fucking tree. I think it was in the neighbor's yard, not their yard, but bats would nest in it. So it was like all night, and they were flying foxes. We'd just see bats going whoosh, 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 and flying into the tree. You get bats at night time? Oh, I remember Bathurst, you got a lot of these little bats that were very cute. But one of the places I lived was above a shop. It was like a little street of shops and residential things, and I was living above one of the shops. And we were at eye level with the street lights out there. And it's kind of just after I moved in, at one point, I was looking out the windows that face the street at night. It was like, what's that going past? It's like, vip, and it was all these little bats zipping by, and I was like, okay, let's just close the window. I don't think they're going to get in here, but I don't want a little bat to get trapped in here. And welcome back, Earth Wombat. Chili prawn noodles and beer. Classy AF. So for the ones in Dubbo with the flying foxes, the big ones, Bathurst had a lot of these little ones. They were very cute because one of the houses I lived in, shared house when I was at college, one of the girls in the house, her boyfriend worked with national parks, and they often had rescue animals. And one time I went in, and they're also going, and so what's going on? He goes, oh, she's got a bat in her bra. And I went, sure. You know, really. And yes, she had this little bat that was inside her shirt. It was very cute. Earth Wombat, you had a tawny frogmouth get trapped in front entry. Oh, no. I love tawny frogmouths. They're awesome birds. There's a little family of them in the park not far from where I was. They're such awesome birds. I love them. Madam Butterfly, got music going for the club on your birthday stuck in your head. Nice. House music all night long. I was listening to some music before the stream, you know, just to get me into a sort of, hey, lift the mood, get up, get party mood. And an oldie, because I think it's like 20 years old now, the old NERD song, Rockstar. Who remembers when fucking Pharrell Williams was everywhere 10, 15 years ago, I think that was. But yeah, NERD, Rockstar. I really like that one. And I was playing, I was going, this is cool, but wasn't there an upbeat remix? And it was a fucking Jason Nevins remix. Yeah, that's the one. It bangs. And yeah, and then I commented on it because Jason Nevins did a couple of Run DMC remixes that I really like. And I just comment like, oh yeah, every time I hear a Jason Nevins remix of a hip hop track and I like the remix better than original, I go, wow, I am so white. Nice, Skylar, into the bird talk. Birds are awesome. Oh, you know tawny frogmouths with the big mouths. They open that little beak so wide. Also, they do this thing. They have awesome camouflage where they just look like branches. And they'll do this thing where they don't want to be seen, where they stretch out and they absolutely look like a stumpy branch coming off of the tree. They're fucking awesome birds. And they're cute as hell. Like I said, in the park, there's a family. Someone had set up this thing. This is, you know, the parent tawny frogmouths and their chick. And you just got a really good view of them. They're so cute. And above, you can't put anything living in your shirt. The boobs will kill it. You certainly couldn't run with anything under your shirt. Oh, nice. Yes, flying foxes. You got it. Tawny frogmouths. Just awesome birds. I love tawny frogmouths. And they nest in the suburbs around me. Yes, Earth Wombat. They're soft, silky feathers. They're just incredible. Amazing birds. Yes, there's good pictures on the Discord from Skylar of tawny frogmouths and whatnot. But yeah, when what I love, because they seem to be related to owls. They remind me of owls. And an ornithologist would probably say they're not related to owls, you fucking idiot. But they remind me of owls. And they're these cute sort of fluffy birds. But when they're doing the camouflage thing, and there is a good picture on the Discord, they stretch out and they'll be absolutely still. And they absolutely look like a fucking branch. They're incredible. Amazing birds. We get a good range around here. Oh, I tell you what, that's what I liked. My recent weekends away with Mrs. Angry, they were on the perimeter, like the bush, like even Healesville's only an hour and a half out of Melbourne. but you're in the Yarra Valley, you're in the country there, and the bird songs all different, and I love native bird song and just trying to pick things out. And I tell you, this was a weird thing I saw in Healesville, and they have a lot of ibises. What when they're in urban centres, we call them bin chickens because they're always scavenging food out of bins. Um, they behave totally different in country areas than they do in the city. Like they get really high in trees. Like we always just see them walking around on the ground in the city, and they nest really high in trees in their natural environment. And they're quite noisy. Like I've never heard them make noise in the city, but in the country, they make a noise that's really like ducks. They're like, before my brother found a dead bat, hit it in the science lab in high school. Oh God, Madam Butterfly, you went there with the bush. Okay, that's nice. Sorry, with wagtail. Oh, my favorite. I love currawongs, which are like related to the other corvids. Their song is awesome. I love it. Oh, nice. Sky coming through with all the facts. Although related to owls, closest relatives are oilbirds, batoos, owlet nightjars, true nightjars. Earliest fossil evidence of frogmouths is from Eocene implies they diverged from their closest relatives during the Tertiary period. Yes, there are birds in New Zealand that are somewhat related to tawny frogmouths. Frogmouth is such a good name for them because when they really open their beak, it's really like a frog. It's awesome. Oh God, drinking problem. Some of that missed my mouth. Yum. Okay, I've definitely got to make another batch of fish. And yes, Safa, the air is very fresh in Healesville. Scarlett, scouting out, posting. Oh no, do it. Fuck yeah. Put the bird nerd stuff on the Discord. I am 100% here for bird nerd stuff. I mean, we get a few birds here, different times of the year migrate. Like the currawongs migrate through here. I feel like this year the currawongs hung around longer than they usually do. I'm about to have some of the mineral water, actually, Safa, since you ask. We've got a lot of lorikeets here, a lot of magpies, wattlebirds. We get butcherbirds. Sometimes butcherbirds are cute. They're this little relative of magpies, and they're absolutely fucking murderous, which is just incredible. They've got a little hook on the end of their beaks, which they use to tear animals apart. Yes, Skylar, lorikeets are beautiful birds, kind of harsh noise they make, and they're pretty obnoxious, but they look beautiful. There's what else do we get here? I mean, we get migratory cockatoos, sulfur-crested cockatoos, and corellas. Madam Butterfly, if you miss your mouth drinking, it's turning into a wet t-shirt contest. I mean, you get ants all the time, Safa. Not overrun with ants, but you know, they're always about. Oh my God. My drinking problem keeps acting. It's like I wasn't getting enough water, like because the ice is melting in there. So I tipped it right up and then it overfilled. Skylar, you see videos of lorikeets sticking out their tongues. Little freaks they are, yes. Like the videos I did, like go on the Great Ocean Road. There's a place I know where king parrots and a few other birds will just fucking land on you and eat out of your hand. So fun. So I like this shirt. Like an old fashioned and a cocktail shaker. It's a nice simple. It's not. No, this is not a particularly flamboyant shirt. This one, but I like that it's got an old-fashioned cocktail shaker. So everyone talks about, the various signs of bird intelligence, which is very impressive. We get ravens here, magpies. That whole corvid family can be very intelligent. And yes, Skylar Safa, it's a retro shirt. This websites where I got this, I was first attracted. They were kind of like this 50s, 60s retro design stuff. And the first couple I got were just abstract designs. And then I thought, oh, wow, they have cocktail themed ones. And I started getting cocktail themed ones. A lot of retro ones. Yes, all the corvids, ravens, crows, can repeat stuff. I was watching a video on YouTube the other day, someone who's got a raven that has adopted her, and she was pointing out they don't just mimic and say things, they do it within context. Like they say hello when they first see you, and they do smoochy noises when they want to rub up against you. It's fantastic. Yes, Earth Wombat. You can make friends with the various corvids, the crows and the ravens, and they'll bring you good stuff. The stories I've read of people who just go like, oh yeah, I put food out for them, and they just started bringing me stuff. Sometimes it's money. Sometimes it's someone's underpants, like they've taken underpants off a clothesline. Very funny. Yes, Skylar, crow funerals. They recognize the deceased, mourn them, inspect the dead. Yes. And they learn and they remember. But okay, here's the one that blows my mind. Pigeons. I am as guilty as a lot of people are saying pigeons are gross, rat with wings. Pigeons are freakishly intelligent, and they can learn a lot of things. It's trippy as fuck what pigeons can do, quite honestly. I'm quite used to corvids and parrots being smart. Earth Wombat, your crows would dump rubbish until you fed them. Then they'd clean up after you fed. Yeah, they understand reward. Skylar, on the topic of crow stories. Yes, please find a legendary crow story. God, I've seen so many good ones of these. Like there are actual videos on YouTube of how to make friends with crows, and they tell you step by step how to get a crow to trust you. It's very funny. I prefer to, let them be wild. I'll feed them. I'll put stuff. Oh, we have a bird bath in the backyard, and birds often take baths. The ravens here have taken to, first when they have a bath, they're incredibly cute because it's like they're so fucking big. They're like 2 to 3 times bigger than a magpie. They're fucking huge. And they just get in the bird bath and slosh, 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 slosh. And most of the water's gone when they're finished because they've just sloshed everywhere. But they've also learned, I've seen them recently, they're bringing something like bread or something that's hard, and they just sit it in the water till it goes soft, and they can do it. Oh, strictly say you've been knocking back the drinks? Is that what we mean by fucking fucked? Clean one thing, pause to clean something else. Are you getting distracted? Yes. Okay, yeah, no, you're getting distracted by tasks. Yes, cleaning exception. I've got to clean this thing before I clean this thing, before I clean this thing, before I clean this thing. Yes, it's easy to go down that particular rabbit hole. Oh, God, not a butterfly. Yes, we all know how you could take something hard and soak it until it ends up being soft. Yes, I get it. Oh, no, Scully posted the Discord. Let me have a look. What came up? Okay, all right. So I'm going to put this on screen. Scarlett shared this on the Discord. See if I can read it, because my eyes, I'm old. It's fucked. Okay, how does this go? So, where I work, thousands of crows show up every single night. They hang around for 4 hours, take off, show up the next night. Reading up on crows, fuck it, interested. Smart as shit, recognize faces, wild idea appears. I start trying to piss off the group of crows that hang out in trees near work. Throw rocks at them, shake tree. No, that's a bad idea. The grass crows across the street just chill by McDuke's. Every time I go to McDonald's, get extra fries, feed the grass crows. They start to like you, and the tree crows hate you. Tree crows throw nuts and try to shit on you all the time. Grass crows, super pros, try to follow me when I walk into McDonald's. Keep this up for a few more weeks. I'm noticing bigger divide in the crows. Grass crows follow me across the road, make sure I go back to work safe. Tree crows are getting aggressive, sit on my building, wait for me to walk out. Created a great war between two formerly friendly nations. World War Crow commences. I'm fueling it with French fries. Both nations are now jockeying for position near my work. Grass crows try to defend me as tree crows fly over me, throw nuts and rocks at me. After a few days of tense defense offense, all goes calm. I expect the usual squawking and flapping as I walk out, but there's nothing. I walk out from the covered entryway and look up. All across the trees surrounding the building are crows, more than they've ever been before. I recognize the grass bros in the tree closest to me. Called him Reggie, always gave him more fries. He once squawk. One of the tree bros flies out, drops a rock on my shoulder. All hell breaks loose. Crows flying all across the sky. I can hardly see through the cloud. No wonder they call themselves a murder of crows. I sit and watch literally, okay, I think he's exaggerating, 1,000 to 2,000 crows charge at each other. Bloodied bird carcasses falling left and right. Sit in awe of what I've created. Nearly an hour passes, cloud thins, only grass bros left. Reggie flies down, lands beside me. Big scar across his eye, gives no fucks. I stand, all the grass bros look up at me, march across the street into McD's, leaving the door open for the crows to follow. Cashier's face. Order 12 extra large French fries, celebrate my grand victory with the grass bros. Okay, I feel like that person's probably exaggerating, but it is pretty fucking funny. Oh, nice. Also, Strictly Sega has done the A to Z of Ozploitation. Oh, God. Australia did such wild exploitation films in the 70s. Okay, you want to see how many of the movies I know? Let's do it. Let's fucking go. The A to Z of Ozploitation. No, I don't want your newsletter. Fuck pop-ups. Fuck pop-ups. I will have only seen a very small number of them. But which one am I aware of the existence of? 1981 horror film, Allison's Birthday, unfamiliar. Body Melts, unfamiliar. Center Spread, unfamiliar. Dead End Drive-In, I'm aware of its existence. Eric Drosh, unaware of it. Fair Game, don't know it. Oh, we're just saying George Miller because he did Mad Max. Love George Miller. Oh, Howling 3, The Marsupials is fucking hilarious. It's so good. Inn of the Damned, 1975 film. I feel like I'm vaguely aware of that. Jackie Weaver has been in stuff. Okay. She was in Stalk and Alvin Purple and Pete. Yes. Holy shit. Peterson is a Jack Thompson film. Jackie Weaver's pretty sexy. Killer Crocs. Yeah, okay. Oh, God. Long Weekend. I haven't watched this, but it's really fucking weird. Like, these people offend nature to the point nature fights back. Man from Hong Kong. Strictly Sega sent me this on disc. It's so funny. It's such a trashy film. Nightmares. What? Okay. This is the person who did Australia After Dark. Okay. I was for the Outback. Wake in Fright is a fucking classic. It's such a weird, fucked up film. We're throwing in Wolf Creek, which is also Patrick. I don't think I've ever watched Patrick. I need to watch it because it's like an archetypal exploitation film. I'm aware of it. Quentin, that's right. Quentin Tarantino loves exploitation. He's interviewed in Not Quite Hollywood. Razorback. I don't think I've ever watched Razorback front to back. Wrestle Kai. I love it. Bogan Suspiria. Nice. S is for stunt rock. Musical mockumentary. I'm not familiar with that. T is for oh yes, that was the thing. Tax concessions. That's where a lot of these films got made because they didn't have to make money because it was a tax dodge. U is for undies. V is for vampires. Thirst, made in 1979. Outback Vampires. Yes, Queen of the Damned was shot in Melbourne. Okay, I've only watched the first episode of Firebite. It's on SBS On Demand. I'm gonna watch it. But also, fucking the one with Sam Neill and a few other things. Daybreakers, that's worth watching. Wake in Fright is such a weird, fucked up movie. X is for X, Night of Vengeance. Bloodlust. Did a remake of Turkey Shoot. I saw the original Turkey Shoot on home video. Y is for Yobs. Yobs is Backward Boys. There are a few good zombie films. Which ones are they going there? Plague, Cargo, Scare Campaign, Wormwood. No, that's the one I was looking for. Wormwood and Wormwood Apocalypse are worth watching, honestly. They're very interesting. Yes, Stricker said Grant Page, huge in stuntman stuff. Oh, so Stricker saying, yeah, Peterson's not a cop. He's an ex-football star who's now like a plumber who fucks housewives. And he gets harassed by cops at one point. He has a great thing with fucking... Oh, they were trying to do a franchise of him with a cop. And I saw a bit of one of them recently. I'll look it up. Scobie Malone. No, I just remembered. It was Scobie Malone. He made, I think, at least 2 movies as Scobie Malone. And they are hilarious Australian 1970s cop movies. But yeah, I saw Peterson on home video, and it's a fucking trip. Yes, you say you were thinking of Scobie Malone. Scobie Malone is hilarious. Skylar, you posted. Oh yes, Crow stuff on Discord. Fucking love Crow stuff. Crows form gangs and fight to win. Crows and ravens don't like each other. Yeah, the Australian. And yeah, I agree with you, Skylar. The guy, that story is a guy exaggerating to. I think you could definitely do a thing where you turn one group of crows against you and have another on your side. You could definitely do that. But when he says 1,000 to 2,000, he's just being silly. But I think what he said may well have happened on a much smaller scale. But yeah, classic Jack Thompson 70s films are worth watching. Peterson, Scobie Malone, The Club, about Australian rules football in Melbourne. I actually rewatched The Club quite recently. Fuck, that's a trip of a film. It's very funny. Based on a David Williamson play. David Williamson was the guy in Australian theatre in the 70s and 80s. But yeah, 70s Jack Thompson. Oh, and Sunday Too Far Away about Shearers is a fucking great film. I think, okay, strictly say, I think Breaker Morant classifies as high art. Scott, I've got a heap of recommendations about movies. What do you want? Like I said, this 70s Ozploitation, Australian exploitation films, there is some wild shit was made in Australia in the 70s. Varying degrees of quality. But it's kind of like if Jack Thompson or Brian Brown is in it, it's probably worth watching. Jack Thompson's 70s, and Brian Brown was coming up in the 70s. Brian Brown was like leading man in the 80s. Beth Wombat, thanks for dropping in, man. Always good to have you around. And I hope to see you another time. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see if you are. Brian Brown has done some fucking awesome crime movies, Aussie crime movies from the 80s and 90s. The two that stand out is Dirty Deeds, and one of my definitely top 5 Australian films is called Two Hands. It's got a young Heath Ledger in it. I fucking love that movie so much. If you've never seen it, I 1000% recommend Two Hands. It's absolutely great. The whole cast is amazing. And it's just this, it's so Australian, and it's like suburban Australia, which I love. Chopper is a classic. Absolutely. Strictly saying, I agree. Eric Bana is incredible. That was Eric Bana's breakthrough thing. And what's hilarious is like people outside of Australia who know Eric Bana from dramatic film acting. He was famous as a comedian in Australia before he was a dramatic film actor. So if people only know him from the films he's been in, you show them the sketch comedy stuff he was doing, and it fucking blows their mind. Very funny. But one of my all-time favorite Australian movies, it's just so well made. It's another crime one. Animal Kingdom is everything about it. The script, the acting, the cinematography, the sound design. Like I saw Animal Kingdom in the cinema and oh my God, I have to rewatch it actually. It's just everything about Animal Kingdom is such a movie. And yes, Skylar, I agree. The loss of Heath Ledger is fucking rough. Just when he was about to be mega, like after doing the Joker in the Batman movie, he was great. But he's in Two Hands, he's quite young. And you may also recognize his romantic interest in that because she's been in heaps since, both in Australia and in America. It's a really good film, just like suburban Australian crime film. Really entertaining. And it's got weird, like supernatural elements in it as well. It's very interesting. But yes, Australians do good crime stuff. Like I think the best TV series ever made in Australia, and it was made for a streaming service, is Mr. In Between, about a enforcer hitman. I swear to God, it's the best. I think there's 3 seasons of it. It's fucking incredible. It's so good. And you see the guy who's the lead in it, who created the character, did the story, wrote the scripts, and go, why is he not in a million things? Because he's fucking amazing. But yeah, so there's a couple of recommendations. Yes, you've got the right one that you posted on the Discord, Skylar. Two Hands, 1999. Fucking 25-year-old, 26-year-old film. It is really good. Like in a purely technical sense, I think Animal Kingdom is better. The execution of Animal Kingdom is fucking incredible. And fucking Jackie Weaver as the granny from hell, the crime matriarch, she's fucking terrifying. Like, she says such innocuous things that are terrifying. Like, oh, you've done some terrible things, doll. It's just, she's so manipulative and so ruthless. She's absolutely fucking terrifying. And she's just a fucking legend of Australian entertainment. She's done so much in TV and film over like a 40-year period. And the way she got noticed in Hollywood for her role in Animal Kingdom, so she got cast in a couple of Hollywood films after that, very much deserved. Like I said, it's kind of like at the end of a 40-year career. There are no ceiling fans in this house, Safa. Fucking air conditioning, and I'm pretty fucking sure it's staying on when I go to bed. I didn't do that last night, and I won't do it tomorrow night. Or I might do it tomorrow night. But I'm definitely doing it tonight. What is it now? Still fucking 25. It's only meant to go down to 19 overnight. If I can get up to the mid-30s again tomorrow. Fuck that shit. I'm going to have a go at driving tomorrow, which is fun because I have a manual. So I need this hand to change gears. Well, it was all bandaged up for a week after the surgery. I didn't even try to drive. But I'm going to give it a go tomorrow. Just short drive, like just to the fucking supermarket and stuff. Gotta get me some Pepsi Max, yeah, half price, and get me the fucking sourdough baguette for my weekend bacon treat. Because I love my fucking traditions. Actually, now I'm just going to check something like who's got the fucking Pepsi Max on special. This I know Woolies do. Does Coles as well? Sometimes they both have it on special. Oh, fuck off, Coles. I don't want to give you my address. Pepsi Mix. Yeah, okay, they're both 2.5 price. Okay. But also, because I'm out of some of my mineral waters, who's doing the mineral water special? Let's have, okay, we might be in the Coles. Got to get some of my mineral waters. So, Skylar, it's freezing outside where you are. Don't burn someone from the inside. Oh, God, so it's freezing outside and a heat box inside. Yeah, no, that's... I get it. And it's also like sometimes hot days in summer, aircon's on too high and you're like, no, I'm actually cold. This is stupid. But God, yeah, I public transport from the city to home this afternoon in like mid-30s heat, which is fucking 95 to 100. It's like 95 in freedom units. And coming home public transport and just walking, it's only a couple of blocks from the tram stop to my home. But fuck me, by the time I got home, then I opened the door and I walked into air conditioning. I go, the Lord has saved me. Praise the Lord. I'm alive. Oh, okay. So, Skylar, Pepsi Max is no sugar. It's got artificial sweetener and it actually has more caffeine than regular Pepsi. So it has a distinctly different taste and it has more caffeine, which is what I'm after. Because I don't drink coffee. So, you know, something to keep me awake. It's like in the deep dark past, like in the 90s. In the 90s, I was drinking Jolt Cola, twice the caffeine, twice the sugar. And I thought, I need to stop drinking Jolt Cola because it's got too much sugar in it. I thought, okay, of the sugar-free colas, what are the options? And back then it was Diet Coke and Pepsi Max. It was like, oh, Pepsi Max has more caffeine in it, so I'm going to go for that. Also think it tastes better than Diet Coke because Coke Zero was actually launched to try and compete with Pepsi Max because Diet Coke was incredibly effective at marketing to women. The downside of that is it was perceived as a woman's drink and guys wouldn't drink it. Pepsi Max was marketed to guys. So Pepsi Max had like 90% of the market of guys who wanted a no sugar cola. So yeah, Coke Zero was an attempt to compete with Pepsi Max. Coke Zero tastes more like Pepsi Max. Fun fact. Oh, Skylar, do not apologize for questions. That's what the thing's all about. Fucking conversation. And that nothing is too left field or too off topic. Yeah, and these are meant, the streams are meant to be cozy. That was the whole thing. Like when the world went to hell with COVID, I was literally, I don't want to do this angry shouting shit. I just want to have a nice cozy space where people can hang and be nice. Yeah. So never apologize for asking questions. Never apologize for going off topic. I fucking love it. It's just the fucking best. So it keeps the stream rolling. But yeah, when people ask like, why did you stop doing the angry politics? And went, well, it was the double pronged thing, or possibly triple pronged of. There was no real upside for me doing it. Like I was not going to become an international megastar. There was a potential downside, as in it could interfere with my work life, as in people said, I'm trying to hold a job in a day job, and people go, I'm sorry, but he does this stuff on the internet where he shouts and swears, and I feel threatened. And the third thing was just, I genuinely felt COVID and lockdowns were so fucked. Everyone just needed a chill space. And yeah, I just genuinely wanted to have a chill space to hang out and just like, oh, the world's kind of fucked and nasty. And I don't want a fucked nasty world. So I want us to just be able to chill. Sky, imagine my employer seeing me online thinking about random shit while wearing translucent. Oh yeah, no, that was literally that is the literal thing that I had in my mind of fucking, I'm trying to settle it down and be stable, like leading into retirement probably, and I don't need someone coming up and sorry, I saw him online and he was very angry and he was shouting and he was swearing and I feel threatened. I don't feel safe working around him. I don't need that shit, basically. So in simplest terms, carrying on with that was no real upside because I just didn't, like, my moment was like 15 years ago. If I was smarter and knew how to capitalize and whatnot, I could have really built something, but I'm not very good at self-marketing or maximizing the algorithm and all that shite. I was just trying to have fun, and it's continued to be fun. So COVID, when things got weird and fucked up, I just shifted a bit to what's still fun, and that was like to be a bit more chill and hang out. And Justin, would I go back to it after I retire? Honestly, quite possibly. I have asserted multiple times I will transition into angry grandpa. Like I will just change my handle to angry Aussie grandpa and change the cocktail one to cocktail grandpa, and just fucking over that. Skylar, I hope you know I discovered your channel in like 2022. Crazy vids from 15 years ago. Yeah, look, and I'm glad you like the streams. The streams are for people who just want to hang out and chill and stuff. Oh yeah, no, I'm woke as fuck, Skylar. As in, I regard myself as radical left. When people say, "How left wing you?" I go, well, all the oligarchs, the capitalists, should be in prison until everyone involved in the supply chain that actually creates the wealth that they claim as their own is properly compensated. And until everyone in the supply chain is properly compensated and they are paying the full cost of their industry, so they're paying for cleanup and stuff, they should be in fucking prison. You know, if they can still make $1 billion while paying everyone properly and cleaning up the shit they make, then you can be a billionaire. I don't fucking care. But if you're a billionaire because you are stealing from people, you are exploiting people, you are inflicting criminal damage on the environment, fuck you. You should be in prison. Just like, and you know, because I say this all the time. So many people say, I started watching in high school. Now I'm in my 30s. That makes me feel old. I mean, I'm like 60 next birthday. And that's cool. That's me. I know who I am and how old I am. It's literally other people who make me feel old, like musicians and actors and whatnot who I grew up with. And I find out they're 65 or 70 or 75. I'm like, fuck. And people who tell me on YouTube, oh yeah, I watched you when I was in high school. Now I'm in my 30s. That makes me feel more old than my actual age does. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all fun. That's not said with any negativity in my heart or mind. Oh, Skylar, you're sending me something scary on the Discord. What is it? Oh, yes. The first couple of videos. You've gone for the oldest. I do have to share this. And it is very funny because this is basically 20 years ago. This is me 20. And like someone occasionally comes up on the stream like, you got old. Or I get comments online. And it's like, yeah, dude, are you aware of the linear progression of time? It's like, I've got two alternatives, be old or be dead. I'd rather be old. Oh, yeah, I guess I've always been pretty confident on camera. And that goes to my theatre training, what I did at uni. You like the Rubik's Cube one? I like the Rubik's Cube one. I like all the silly shit. Like the discovery of YouTube was so liberating for me because it allowed me to create and express myself, and there was no barrier. I would literally just go, I've got an idea, and I would do it. Like I do remember, like my first year, I was just churning out content. Like I was averaging a video a day. And I remember like people trying to disparage me, the haters. Someone's going, oh, get a life. Like you seem to be doing a video a day. And I'm like, dude, you've got no fucking idea. Sometimes I do 3 videos in a day. I literally I have an idea and I do it and I put it because I can, and I fucking love that. I love that, honey. You're watching some cricket. A commentator was your age, does commentary, and he's been blasted by the sun for decades. Yeah. Tricky say you're never confident on camera until you've been on for a while and then forget. Yeah, it's because I did theater and I did radio, so I'm pretty fucking good at just talking, and you know it is as Shakespeare said, a whole thing. So yeah, I regularly have ideas just kind of fucking bubbling along in my head. I think that's a thing I could do. And usually when I have ideas like that, I eventually end up doing them, but sometimes it takes years. Skylar, since we're in this topic. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the Angry Aussie thing, which is the first one. That is literally like one of my first YouTube friends was a guy who had the honor handle of NSG or NSG Music. He's I think he's Malaysian born. He was living in England at the time, and he's back in Malaysia now. He is a very good producer. Not just I look again. Me trying to pronounce his Malaysian name, I'd fall apart. But his initials were NSG, and he was in London, and I did get to meet him one time. Actually, you know what? I've probably got a fucking video. Let's see if I can find it when we were hanging out. I actually got to hang out with him in London. Where are we? I'm going to view my channel on YouTube. I'll see if I can find it. If I just go NSG, because I've got a lot of stuff on here. The Valentine's Day music video, over 400,000 views. Okay, got to see if I can find NSG. Okay, does London narrow it down? Nope. That didn't find it. Okay, I don't know if I can find it. But yeah, essentially in the very early days of my YouTube channel, this guy NSG said, "Oh, you're cool. I want to do some music." And I said, "Yeah, do some music for me, man." And he actually created the theme for me, the one that goes "Angry, Angry Aussie, Aussie." And he's not the only one. A local guy whose screen name was Blordo. Did the metal version as well. Okay, I randomly found something. What are you going? Okay, Stricky say you're posting some fun stuff and thing from the various streams. Okay, I am going to play this little video before I go to bed because it's like bedtime for me. But this is from... Oh, yeah, okay. You want the metal version? I'll play it in a bit. But I'm going to play this thing. This is from YouTube Live in San Francisco. This is a whole bunch of early era YouTube stars. You have to know old school YouTube to know these people.
You know what my thought was, because I've been on YouTube for a while, it's amazing that it's grown to this. Like, this is amazing. And the fact that it's like all live streaming stuff, like, that's amazing too. It's just good to see that, like, it's grown to what it is, because this is just start off people talking to their webcams.
It's like your baby. It's like your baby growing
and then all of a sudden, like, Acorn, I forget his name.
Yeah.
But, like, he was great. He was wonderful.
Being thrown out with Tonya TKO.
How are you, Angry Aussie?
Good night.
I had a great night. It was wild out here. I really had a lot of fun. I've never been to anything like this, and I'm so glad that I did come out.
Me too. I was really not sure what was going to happen, and I had a great time.
Oh, I did too. You know what, we're walking, but I have to go back that way.
you have
I
to go
left my bag back there.
Okay, go break
But,
security.
No. You were so funny. Did you come all the way out here from Australia?
Yeah, I flew out to this place.
Really? That is amazing. I thought I came far from New York, but you beat me. You got me top. So how did you enjoy it?
I had a great time.
Let me get a little bit of footage of you too.
All right, we're going to do this.
We're going to do the double footage, the double dip.
I think you sent it that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony TKO here with Angry Aussie.
Hey,
how
everyone.
are you, AA?
Having a very good time, TKO.
Really? I thought you were going to be angry.
See, that's the on persona, but with such wonderful people, how could I possibly be angry? I'm just happy.
Yeah, you seem so happy. It's been such a pleasure meeting you. Give me a hug.
Okay.
Thank you.
After party on the VIP bus. I lied my way on again.
You're so silly.
So yeah, I fully lied my way. on
Tanya's
the
looking after me. She won't let anyone hurt me if they find out I'm not important enough to be here.
Oh, stop it. You are. We all are.
Look, we're all hanging out in the lobby again. Nothing. I can't stop. I'm sorry. No. Sorry.
And I'm going to put it away now.
Let's keep going. Let's see. Lisa Nova's here. Everyone's here. Look, Hey Zonday's here. I'm still nerding up. And there's Tonya again.
Hi. How are you?
Very good. I'm just running down my battery. And there's Nut Cheese and wife of no.
You're meaning that? So that was a great stuff. Had you not done that wonderful thing?
Saying goodnight to Smosh. There they are. Saying goodnight,
Smosh,
everyone.
you were the
Drunk
first
up.
big stars of
Good
the
night, everyone.
Peace.
My battery hasn't quite run out.
Is it running out or are you trying to drain
It's like this close of battery gone. So, good night.
Run out. Run out. All right. Run out.
I think this is NFG music. Yeah, that was NSG music. All right. Okay. So yeah, Smosh, one of the early YouTube stars. No, that wasn't Sam. Sam Mehmet. No. When that was shot, Sam was about 12. He was not over in fucking San Francisco. I know, that was like first generation YouTube stars in that. That was freaking wild. Okay, and just for you, Skylar, I'm gonna just go. You should remember this. The TFU Friday theme music was the heavy metal stuff. That Blordo did for me. Okay, so we'll do this. This should remind you what the heavy metal this is the heavy metal Angry Aussie theme. So we'll just do this before I go to bed. Where are we?
It's not just the end of another week.
Oh, that was really short.
Year.
Well, it's the end of
Wait, have I got a longer one? That was 5 seconds. I love doing this, where you get this little bit of animation. Totally fucked up. Oh no, this one does the whole thing when I put this thing up. Okay, this is the heavy metal theme. I love, Honey, you love the clickbaity video titles. Yes, don't tase my granny. But this is the Angry Aussie theme.
Oh no! Angry, angry, angry. Angry, 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 angry.
Driving something.
Aussie,
Get an image of the
angry,
One, two, three,
Aussie.
7, 8, 4, 5.
Angry, Aussie.
What I love is that in real life,
Angry,
those
Aussie.
things are free, but this is a black and white one. I did your color, like somewhere I work, I just like printed 100.
My ego knows no bounds.
Oh God. And then I just use, like, you see that one, that's a printout. But then I got into the phase where I was just using green screen. Oh, there's the little animation I use at the end. That must have been new then, 14 years ago. What the buck? Speaking of first generation YouTube. Oh yeah, and that was another color one I printed out. Being totally irresponsible with a work printer. I was literally just trying to find a longer version of my... Yeah. Oh, that's another color one I did. So I apparently did 3 different color printouts. Okay, this looks like I maybe did the whole thing. Oh yeah, okay. And I think this is the heavy metal theme. And then I'll do this. So this is the heavy metal theme.
G'day, viewers.
God. Oh dear. Oh my God. My mic turned down the music, did it? Okay. Hey Greg, how you doing? No, I'm going to go to bed very soon. God, that's 16 years ago. December 2009. Jesus. That's what I looked like 16 years ago. That's really off-putting, honestly. A little muffled. Okay, I probably should have switched my microphone off and the sound would have come through better. But yeah, there was an Aussie whose screen name was Blordo, did that heavy metal version. He did like screamo metal. And even the one that was, okay, he also did the one, now I'm just going to do it. There was the end one, which was I think, okay, I'm going to play this little bit, and then I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to turn the microphone off so you get this in all its glory. And let me just do this so it's a bit bigger. I already ate the cherry Safa while I was doing that. But yes, that was a little bit, and that is totally fucked up. And Jude, who is regularly, not regularly, but every now and then on the stream, she did that animation for me at the end bit. But anyway, okay, I'm going to go to bed now. So yeah, I had various people do completely awesome things for me over the. Also, the artwork that I was posting up on the back wall was done by a guy whose, I know, screen name was fucking, oh, I don't know, I forget now. Anyway, it's late, it's night. Thank you, Skylar. I'm glad you appreciated the insights. I appreciated sharing. I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll see how long I last tomorrow night. Maybe quite a while. Who knows? I know, Skylar, it was random and fun, but this is what I like. Literally come in with anything. Random topic changes. I am 100% here for it. And I'll be back tomorrow, so we'll see what happens then. But speaking about things that people just did for me randomly, here comes the end animation.
You are totally